Hello and a warm welcome from Austria. In this episode I will show you step by step how you can found a company. I will guide you through the whole process from the beginning until the end. And of course I will tell you what we can do in this process for you. Let's start. The first step is you need an address. Somewhere here in Austria. It depends on your industry. Maybe you need a special property, maybe you need a special place, or maybe you need a special amount on space. But in general, you can use also your apartment as office address if you have just the office business. Okay, that's the first step. And after you have your business model, your private or your office address, you have to go to a notary like this one or to a lawyer to set up the founding documents. That is required by law that this will be done by a notary or by a lawyer. For this appointment you must be very well prepared because you need a lot of documents. It begins with a copy of your passport, but you need also a copy of your residence permit. You need an extract from the police record. Maybe you need it from your home country or you need it from Austria. It depends on how long you stay here in Austria and how long you have been in Austria. And maybe you need a lot of other documents, and most of them must be certified and translated to German. That's very important. The authorities in Austria only accept German translations, and the German translation must be done by a sworn court interpreter. That's also important. So take your time that you have everything prepared when you have the appointment at the notary or at the lawyer. After you have done your appointment at the notary, this is your next step. You will get from the notary or from your lawyer a special letter that you have started the founding process for your new GmbH company. With this letter you have to go to the bank and have to open your bank account, your company bank account. Because in Austria it is mandatory by law that you open your bank account before you get your permission to open your company. In Austria you have to pay in at least 5,000 euros as share capital. That's the capital what you need that you can open your company. And with this money you can work later on. It depends on your business and on the planned turnover how much money you should put in. But it must be at least 5,000 euros. You can open your account at different banks here in Austria. I show you here some pictures of different banks what we have here in Austria. It's on you. You can choose every bank what we have here in Austria. The only thing, it must be a real bank with a branch where you can go in. It isn't allowed to use only online bank. So if you decide your bank, then you have just to go in, show the letter what you have got from your lawyer, from your notary or from your consultant, and then you can open your bank account. Then you have to put in the value of your share capital, what you have decided. And then you get a confirmation from the bank that you have put in the total amount of share capital. With this confirmation, you go back to your notary, to your lawyer, to your consultant, and then is the set of founding documents completed. The notary, the lawyer, will send now the full set of founding documents to the commercial register court. So your notary or your lawyer has sent every documents to the court. The court is the place where the decision will be made if your company will register yes or no. In some cases you will get an improvement order from the court, sometimes regarding the company name, sometimes some documents missing, sometimes some information unclear for the judge. So that is the reason why you can get the improvement order. But don't worry, if you get one of this, you have time, normally 2 weeks, 3 weeks, to bring the needed details, the needed documents. And if you need longer, then normally it's also not a big issue. You can ask for extension. But if everything is fine and the judge said that's okay, then your company will be registered in the so-called commercial register. Your company is now fully registered, but that doesn't mean that your job is done. No, you have to do some points more. One of the points what you have to do now is to register your tax number at the tax office. You get in Austria 2 different tax numbers, at least 2 different tax numbers. The one is the typical classical tax number for the company itself, and then you have a second one, the so-called UID number, Unified Identification Number for the tax purpose. That's in different countries it will be called VAT number that you have to register here. Without that, you have a company, but you can't pay tax and you can't do the accounting. And the next step, what you have to do if you bring some goods to Austria, that means if you make import, then you have to register at the customs for your EORI number. That's the customs number. You need it that you can bring goods from outside from the European Union here to Austria. If you just buy your goods within the European Union and you sell it also just within the European Union, then you don't need the customs number, otherwise you need it. Here in this location we are lucky because we have the customs and the tax office in one building. In other areas of Austria it's different. There you have to do different places where you have to go. On the one hand the tax office and on the other hand the customs office. Now we are almost on the end of the process. You have to ask and start the application for your business license. It depends on the business model, but almost all companies in Austria need a business license that they are allowed to work in the field what they are doing. The application can be done on your side, or you can ask your consultant or your lawyer to do this for you. Check out my other video where I speak about the business license. Now we are on the last stage on your journey to your own GmbH company. Behind me is the social insurance company, the ÖGK. This is needed if you want to hire somebody in your company. And I would say you will do it because your company will growing and growing and growing. Then you need employees. Here you get the employer number that you can hire somebody in your own GmbH company. And then the only what I have to say, I wish you a good business. Your company is ready. You can do your job. Now we are on the end of this episode. You see on the left side again every point what you have to do when you want to start your company. Every point what you see here must be done that you get your GmbH company. And we can support you with every point. If you want to start your GmbH company here in Austria, just go in touch with us. Send us a short overview about your business plan, what you want to do here in Austria. And we set up a plan for you and support you and advise you. And that is, in my opinion, the most advantage of our agency. We go to the authorities in your name with full power of attorney. That means you can take care about your business and we take care about the formalities here in Austria. You say us what you want. We know the structure, we know what we have to do. Every single point is done multiple times in the last 30 years from our side, so we have the full experience. We are located in the middle of Austria. We can support you in Vienna, in Salzburg, in Innsbruck, in Linz, somewhere in Austria. And we go to these authorities if they have some questions, whatever they need. We fulfill everything that you get your company. That is what we do. We support you with everything that you can take care about your business, and we do everything of this in full power of attorney for you. I hope you like this video, this kind of video. Then like it, hit the bell, share it, leave a comment, and maybe we see us in Austria when you start your funding procedure here in Austria. All the best. Good business. This and the next one is just additional information for you if you want to send somebody from abroad or from another country to Austria for work. This behind me is the district office, and in Vienna it would be the MA35 department. You need this to get the residence permit for you or for your employees or for managing directors or technicians. Behind me you see the building from the AMS. It's a labor market service agency. You need this authority if you send somebody from your home country for work here to Austria. Or maybe your general manager wants to migrate from your home country to Austria. Then you also need a proof from this authority.